Everybody, welcome back to Viking MTG. I got a very special segment for you today. Uh, Back from the medical issues that have befallen my family in the last few days, so gonna be getting going again. Went to the open house at my LGS and played some games in order to get this promo. That's what you had to do. And in most places, if you're here in Arizona or on Pacific time, you should have enough time to get to your LGS and play tonight. Um, Play a certain number of matches with the pre-built decks that they supply, and you don't even have to spend a penny. You just show up and play, and you get this awesome Gutter Snipe promo. It's actually a very beautiful card, and he's going to add a lot of power to Mono Red and probably Rakdos as well. In fact, he might really set Wizards, red-blue Wizards off the map. So we'll see. Plus, it's the only time when these are available until technically WPN rules. It's the only time these are available until release day. And the same thing is with the pre-release decks, the pre-release packs. Those are available at pre-release, and then technically once pre-release is over, this weekend's over, they're only available on release day. That's the WPM rule. Many shops bend those rules, and I know Wizards probably doesn't enforce or care past that, but got a hold of these today. And do remember, in case your LGS tries into tomfoolery or just doesn't know, the price of those has been cut in half due to the actually they're like $10 due to the reduction in content in them. So this is I opened the Sarkhan one. I just want to see what was in it while I was there. That's Sarkhan box. I got the Leonin War Leader out of the pack in it, and I'm excited about that. Putting him into my cat deck. You can see the text better here, but when he attacks, create 2/1/1 white cat creature tokens with lifelink that are tapped and attacking. Knightly Valor, Seer Enchanter, Ether Tunnel. Ether Tunnel, enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and can't be blocked. Omni Speaker, Goblin Instigator, Giant Spider, Doom Dissenter, Angel of Dawn, Aviation Pioneer, Gearsmith Guardian, Havoc Devils, Invoke the Divine, so they reprinted that, and Skeleton Archer. And then Ox Token, and they got these double face cards now, these double face token things. See how that works, including baby Nicol Bolas. So this is the Sarkhan Planeswalker card, and Demanding Dragon is one of the rares in there. Shivan Dragon, Sarkhan's Dragonfire. All the lands. There's some cool art on the lands, but it's nothing out of this world. Act of Treason, Electrify's in there, Fiery Finish, and 7 damage to target creatures, pretty solid for 6. They reprinted Lightning Strike. They reprinted Shock, in case you weren't aware. Got Thud, it's 1 red, is additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature. Thud deals damage equal to sacrifice creature's power to any target. Vashina Pyromancer, Volcanic Dragons, Meteor Golem, Kargan Dragon Rider, and Sarkhan's Whelp. So that's the Sarkhan pack. And I'll definitely be using that Leonin more later. If you're not aware, actually I already showed you that, so. Of course, Gutter Snipe, like I said, you have to go to your LGS and play to get them, unless you just want to go buy them. I'm sure that certain unscrupulous stores have him all over eBay already. So we'll do Tezzeret first. They're all monocolor. All the Planeswalker decks are monocolor. Like I said, they're half the price. They're almost half the price. They removed one booster pack, and there's less cards in the actual deck. So I'm not sure how useful the Planeswalkers will end up being. 4 for 6. I mean, that's tough. His +1's draw a card, and his 0 is you turn an artifact with 5/5 creature in addition to its creature types, and his -7. His ultimate is put any number of cards from your hand onto the battlefield face down. They're 5/5 artifact creatures. And his Tezzeret Cruel Machinist. So that's a pretty good ability. Definitely won't deny that's a good ability. It's a good ultimate if you can get it off. Okay. Card on the front is 1 with the machine. Draw cards equal to the highest converted mana cost among artifacts you control. So let's see what's in our pack. Got the Liliana art pack. Alright, no foil. Have an Ether Tunnel. Another one. A Vine Mare. I'm excited about these guys. To go with Crested Sunmare. Try and do a rainbow deck with these. Vine Mare. A Fell Spectre. And a Metamorphic Alteration. And of course, Metamorphic Alterations, 2 mana, blue and a colorless. Enchant creature, and as Metamorphic Alteration enters the battlefield, choose a creature. Enchanted creature is a copy of the chosen creature. So that's a pretty good card. And there's the new swamp. And a cat token. And I'll be setting those aside. Nice. New cat token, very nice. And let's take a look at the deck here. I'm really going to do a deck tech on these because these are designed to be even less playable than the previous ones. I don't know why they did that, they just did. Moon the Machine, Riddlemaster Sphinx, I like him. He was in the pre-built deck that we were playing for game day, and these are pretty awesome. Tezzeret's Gatebreaker. It enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a blue artifact card from among them and put it in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. You may pay 6, sacrifice Tezzeret's Gatebreaker. Creatures you control can be blocked this turn. Snapping Drake, Some Comfortable Chill, Field Creeper, Gearsmith Guardian, Manolith, Meteor Golem, Sky Scanner, Pendulum of Patterns, Tezzeret Strider, and let's try the next one. See what we get. And this is the Liliana Core Set 2019 Planeswalker deck. shiny Liliana. Already's got a nice bend to it. Nice curvy bend. Don't anybody tell you they fixed it, because they haven't. Not at all. Liliana's 5 mana, 3 and 2 black for 4. Target player loses 2 life. Is her +1, her -1, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. -7 is destroy up to 2 target creatures, put up to 2 target creature cards from graveyards onto the battlefield at your control. So, that's interesting. But that bend is horrible. Absolutely horrible. I mean, you see it just weeble wobbling. So. And these have not, I mean, they pulled them out of cracked them out of a case. So, this is the case they were given for promos for this event. So it's not like they are sitting in the sun or whatever excuse some shill will have. Is the Johnny pack. And on the front of this thing is a Demon of Catastrophes. Which this thing, I think this card is going to be for real. It's a 2 and 2 black for 6/6 flying and trample. And its additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature. How many 1-drops are there out there? Or even a 2 or 3 drop that you can have on the board by turn 4 that you'd be more than glad to sack to have a 6/6 flying trampler on turn 4. I think that card could get out of control. So, let's see what we got here. Remember, these are all game day promos you can get at your LGS. I got this at Isle of Games. So, what's left of game day, see if you can get there. If you can't, then sorry. I didn't have any time. The wife being in the hospital and everything, I didn't have any time to do a video and discuss game day. If people weren't aware of it, I'm sorry I wasn't able to do a video or notify anybody. You must be pretty new to the game if you didn't know anything about it. So we have a foil in this pack. We have a Dragon Egg, a Gasbark Twins, a Plague Mare, and an Apex of Power. We got a Mythic. Apex of Power is extremely expensive. 10 mana, 7 and 3 red. You exile top 7 cards of your library. Until end of turn, you may cast non-land cards exiled this way. If the spell was cast from your hand, and 10 mana of any one color. Wow, that's pretty crazy. That's a crazy card. First time I've seen it. And we have a foil. What do we get? Foil Lich's Caress. Foil Lich's Caress is 3 and 2 black. And you destroy target creature, you gain 3 life. And a Forsaken Sanctuary is in our land slot. So the land slot can have non-basic lands. I like that. And a nice bat token. That's cool. The Apex of Power, we got a Mythic. I, of course, have no idea for value on cards right now. And nobody should. This is the first we're ever seeing this product. You know, the actual physical cards. I know we had a lot of spoilers and stuff, but this is the first you're seeing the actual physical cards. I will post this video today. But yeah, this is the only M19 product you'll see this early. Is what you get from this, unless you've got a store that cheats for you, which I know there's a few pack openers on eBay that do, on YouTube that do, but I guess that's good for them, but certainly wouldn't want them to lose their WPN membership. And we got the green Planeswalker deck gal. I didn't get this one. They didn't have any of them remaining. They had a very limited supply. I think most stores only got 2 cases of them, which contain 2 of each. So and maybe like one of each other. One of the other, I don't know. Trusty Pack Beast, Omen Speaker, Infectious Horde, Giant Spider, Ghost Form, Angel of the Dawn, Aviation Pioneer, Gearsmith Guardian, Havoc Devils, Invoke the Divine. We have an Arcane Encyclopedia, a Siegebreaker Giant, a Meteor Golem, and a Hungering Hydra. Hungering Hydra enters the battlefield with X11 counters on it. It can't be blocked by more than one creature. And when Hungering Hydra is dealt damage, put that many 1/1 counters on it. Wow, that could get extremely out of control really fast. That's nuts. That's going to be a prevalent card. I have a feeling it's going to be an extremely prevalent card in Standard. Alright, let's look at the rest of the cards in these. Let me pull this Planeswalker out of here. This is the new Ajani. Ajani Wise Counselors. 3 and 2 white for 5. +2, you gain 1 life for each creature you control. -3 creatures you control get +2/+2 till end of turn. And -9, put X11 counters on target creature where X is your life total. So it's okay. Not the best, but it's okay. Not terribly excited about the Planeswalker deck cards. The Planeswalkers themselves. Just not excited about them. Of course, I didn't pull any out of the packs in these, but we're only talking 1 pack for each of these. So. Curious if that Apex of Power is going to be worth anything. Johnny's Influence, Sarah's Guardian, another Johnny's Influence, a Mentor of the Meek. That is a 2/2 human soldier for 3. Whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1. If you do, draw a card. It's the new lands. Interesting looking land cycle. Johnny's Bridemaids. These are all just the cards to go with. We have dwarves. They put dwarves in here. It's a 4-mana dwarf cleric for a 2/4. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life for each creature you control. Another angel. 5 mana for Herald of Faith. When Herald of Faith attacks, you gain 2 life. It's 4/3 with flying. Not bad. Inspired Charge, Knight's Pledge, Luminous Bonds. We've all seen that before. Oresco Swiftclaw, Meteor Golem, Court Cleric, Silverbeak Griffin. That's a 2/2 flyer for 2 white. That's pretty good. So, alright. Not too bad. I'm missing something here though. No, never mind. No, I'm not. I can look at the remnants of this. See what else we got in here. The Demon of Catastrophes. I think is going to be extremely prevalent. It may not be worth a lot because he's in this, but as far as use, he's going to be very useful. Gravewalker. That's 4 and 2 black. Has flying 5/5, and you may pay 7 to return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Liliana Spoils. 4 mana, target opponent discards a card. Look at the top 5 cards of your library, reveal a black card from among them, and put it in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. You have Abnormal Endurance, Blood Divination, Diregraph Ghoul, Gravedigger, Lich's Caress, Murder's Back, Reassembling Skeletons, Skeleton Archer, Skymarch Bloodletter, Sovereign's Bite, Vampire Sovereign, Walking Corpse, Meteor Golem, Arisen Gorgon, Tattered Mummy, and that rounds that up. So, as far as all the rares we've gotten outside the Planeswalker decks, I mean outside the actual Planeswalker decks, the pre-built ones, which are of course going to be weaker. This is what we got out of packs. We got out of packs. We got the Leland War Leader, the Hungering Hydra, the Apex of Power Mythic, and the Metamorphic Alteration. So they're all great cards, actually all usable cards. This one just allows you to copy in a creature on the field, and this thing get out of control. I mean, all you got to do, if nothing's going on, if the other guy has nothing, you can damage your own Hydra and add counters. That's pretty huge. You can just grow that thing, grow it nonstop. And there's how many effects do you have that do damage? You know, that exchange damage. So it could be pretty nuts. So that's it. That's that. Here's our 3 Planeswalker cards. And each has more of a bend than the other. And here's the Sarkhan. What's interesting is the difference in the bend. This one's pretty straight. This one sits pretty flat. This one, same thing, pretty straight. Sits pretty flat. This one has the most, and you saw me pull it out of the pack, it's not like I've been tampering with it. This one has the most horrific bend. It's absolutely terrible. You can even see it from that angle. It's just completely bent. And this one has a slight curve. It's pretty, it's still pretty bendy. So that's where we're at. That's what I've been able to show you today. Hope everybody enjoyed seeing this little preview of M19 here. And some actual physical cards from M19. Hit 1 foil and 4 of the Planeswalker cards. So I hope everybody enjoyed this. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and carry on with the night. I hope everybody has a great week. And please go enjoy pre-release this weekend. Talk to you later.